Welcome to Just Us Bees. We're three lifelong friends who've been talking nonsense for years. Finally decided to put Mike in front of us. Here, we break down everything from music, movies, and TV to sports and the latest in pop culture, with just the right mix of hot takes, humor, and some good old-fashioned banter. If you love a great debate, random deep dives, and unfiltered fun, you're in the right place. So grab a seat, hit that subscribe button, and let's get into it. This is Just Us Bees.
Hold on.
He paid. Okay.
Tom, you're on speakerphone.
Yo.
What's up, dude?
That sounds like a cancel phone call.
Oh,
Are you
How's
canceling right now?
No, how's it sound in the thing?
I hear him perfectly.
Here.
Speakerphone.
wait. Oh, fuck.
Yeah.
We're supposed to... Oh, my
There's a podcast happening.
God. Hey, I'm
Just-
2 minutes early, man.
He goes, oh, wait. Oh, fuck. We're supposed to record.
I can hear him.
I totally called you for something completely different.
Did you?
but-
Is it something that should not be on speakerphone?
No, it's fine. Oh my God. Yeah, so I'll be home in 5 minutes. I'll be ready to go. But holy shit.
Ew. There he is.
Yo. Holy crap. Oh my god. Dude, so
What a
bad.
day. What a day.
So bad. Had no idea. No idea we were recording, kind of. But
Michael, hit us. Episode 8.
I'm doing the intro now. I thought we were having
Just say it. Episode 8.
episode 8.
Episode 8.
episode 8, hey bees.
Hey!
You got a fresh cut there, huh?
Yeah.
Both of
Well,
us.
I
think-
Tom had one. Yeah, he had one. Yeah, he had one.
Well, last time I saw him, he was wearing a hat, so I don't know.
No, he's got the freshly cut, dude. Looking
I've also
fresh.
seen you in person. We hung out all
Yeah.
Sunday.
Yeah, he's
Yeah,
fucking.
but you had a hat. You had a
hat.
hat on. I just said that. You had a hat on.
I know, but whatever.
I can't. I mean, you
Like,
can
you-
tell I haven't got one. My fucking beard's growing into my chest hair. That's
Wait,
That's
you
clear.
guys played together with your cousin on Sunday?
Yeah.
yes.
Was that a good
We
time?
played so good.
No,
Are you being sarcastic?
Played so good. No, like so so I played the front
You
nine.
said he's
okay.
good. Yeah, you said he's good. Go,
He was
continue.
not good. I felt bad. He was not good.
Oh, okay.
He was he better before Colucci? I don't know.
I mean, so when we played at your wedding, I remember he did not play very good on the front because he was using those rental clubs. And then when me and him, then it was just me and him that continued playing. And then he had the clubs on there, but I was like, just you could use my clubs, whatever. And then when he started using my clubs, he started striping it.
Oh,
Is he tall? Is it-
Like
you think
every
they were-
shot. Yeah, he's a tall guy. Like he's got a ton of power, but he
Yeah.
he didn't look what I remembered from but that was 5 years ago, 6 years, 7. How long ago was that?
2019. You got married in 2019.
I just kept going because I'm like, it's gonna be in that range if I just keep saying numbers.
Six
I guess
years?
that's 6 years ago. Holy shit. Dude, time flies.
but he's awesome. He's humble. Like he was like, I'm not gonna play good, and then he didn't. Like none of us were playing good, so he just
Yeah.
fit in with the crowd. You know, like,
Yeah.
it was just like
Get in where
all
you
the-
fit in.
shitty
was actually-
golfers.
Yeah. I was
Wait, so
actually
what did you
I
guys
was
shoot?
like hitting it really good and I just could not get the ball the whole way.
That is true. That
I
is
was
true.
hitting it-
Michael
I
was
was hitting it
actually
good.
hitting it straight, but
Yeah.
he had a better score, but still like not a good score. Like it was just
Yeah.
weird. We can't score, dude.
What did you guys shoot?
Meanwhile, I mean, I shot. I don't even know if I broke 100, but I shot like at 48 the front, so it wasn't good. But I was like, oh,
Yeah,
I'll break
that's good.
100, and then
Oh.
we drank, and then
At
we
the
go to the
turn.
clubhouse, and it's like 9:30 in the morning, 10 o'clock, and we're like, let's get a drink, and then this guy, the bar's not even open. This guy who I guess is the bartender,
Jimmy. Yeah,
Jimmy
he's the owner.
pours us a transfusion, and like it's like 5 shots of vodka where there's only supposed to be 1 or 2. And after that, I was like, Michael was like, "Are you all right?" Because I was fucking done, dude. It was bad.
It was fun though.
We got to the it was a great time. I was like, oh, I'm gonna have an Irish coffee. I'm gonna get a little Bailey's in it, and then Vinny, his cousin, he's like, all right, he like called me a pussy or something, and I'm like, isn't that an Irish coffee? He's like, no, it's Jameson. I'm like, all right. I'm like, oh, what about this? So I invented my own thing. I'm like, what if I get Jameson in there, but use Bailey's as like my creamer? He's like, I support that. So I'm like,
that
sick.
sounds like it would be good.
So it was good. But to Tom's point, this guy did not measure anything. It's fucking Jimmy. And he just like, we're like, hello. We get to the bar and like from the back, he's like, how can I help you? We turn around. He's just like sitting at his desk. And I'm like, can we get a drink? And then he comes in. We're like, oh, can you get 2 transfusions? I'm gonna have an Irish coffee. Have this. Like he was coming to do us a favor.
Oh,
and then
that was a fuck you drink, basically. He wanted
he's Irish, and that's how he makes beverages.
Yeah, it was like it was either a fuck you drink or you're my best friend, like depending on what angle you're coming.
Okay.
I think it's the latter.
It was not so like. Well, first of all, it was a great time. We all got like it was just a good group. We played, but that's like what's cool about golf. Like, I've had worse times playing good with people I don't like, right? Yeah. And then this was like a great time playing worse with people I like. Like, so it was fun.
I had a great time, and then we had breakfast afterwards. And then when I got to the restaurant, Tom had like just pulled in, and he was like by his Tesla, and he was just like this,
like what?
Like just like rubbing his head like that. I'm like, dude, you're right. He's like, yeah. I'm like, oh shit.
Yeah. And then we got like huge mimosas. We got jumbo. So I was like,
this is funny.
Like,
this is funny.
Sunday fun day. I had a softball game after, and I was like, I'm just gonna keep going, like whatever. And then we sit down and we're like, we get mimosas, and then he was like, yeah, what size? And then he's talking to Michael, and then he was like, I have regular and I have jumbo. And like we all paused for a second, looked at each other, and Michael's like, gotta go do a jumbo. Like there's only one.
The regular
choice.
Was like
it's like a champagne glass.
Like this one of us having a kid.
3
or like,
sips.
What are we cheering? Like it's like we're at a fucking baby shower. Like
but what's the jumbo look like? Is it like a fishbowl?
It's like a chalice.
It's like the same glass they use for your water, essentially.
So, dude, so it's like again, it's like 10 and 10:30 in the morning on a Sunday.
Now it's noon. Now it's noon.
I don't know if it's noon. We started at 7, dude.
So we were done.
I think we played in 3.5 hours.
We were done just after 11. No. We were done after 11 for sure because
we did not take more than 4 hours to play the round, did we?
We did. Bad. No, because I remember saying that Anton said to me on the 18th tee, he's like, "Oh, we had pretty good pace today," and I looked at the clock and it was like 11:06, so it was like just after 4 hours. Yeah,
but still
specific. Yeah,
not still 10, 11
morning.
Or 12. Not an appropriate. Yeah, still a.m. Right?
Yeah,
we're in this place. Like, and for us, we know Anton's very loud. Like, not a bad. He just has a loud voice. People have loud voices. Whatever.
He carries.
So yeah. So he doesn't have a filter. Like sometimes he doesn't know the scenario we're in, and he's just talking freely in this diner at 11:30 in the morning where family and kids are around. He's like,
after
talking
church.
About curses and just like. He said bag of dicks at a certain point. We're like, yo, like, chill out, dude.
I mean, like I'll just say that all the conversation was probably not family friendly anyway, but like nobody was dropping an F-bomb or like, saying, I love bag of dicks, like whatever that fuck. And like, he also, he gets louder as he drinks. So like, if you don't cut it off, like nip it in the bud, it could get really out of hand really quickly.
And it did.
It's the same with it didn't. No, we nipped it in the bud.
Well,
it was like, dude,
we did. Yeah.
We're like, it's family place.
That's so funny, dude.
I mean,
Sunday.
I'm just as guilty as this. Like people have.
Of you getting loud when you get drunker? 100%.
No, just in general, like just being loud. I did think of. I think I found a loophole in something though. If you get pulled over in your Tesla and it was driving you and you were drunk, were you driving drunk?
Yes.
No.
I'm a
Elon wrote a new law, a new Doge law. Yeah.
Is it really a law?
No.
Am I drunk or you're drunk? What is that?
I thought of a great segment where you guys could say like commonplace like technology things or like things that are happening in a society that I know nothing about and just like kind of test how little I know about things.
That is such a good idea. Like it doesn't even have to be about technology. It could be
No,
about
it could be about
anything.
anything. I was
So
listening
it's
to
just
the,
like two truths and a lie. Of just,
well, no. Here's a good example. So I listened to the Brilliantly Dumb show, which is Robbie Berger from Bob the Sports.
Okay.
And Joey Colcutt and this other guy Mikey from Jersey, whatever. It's hysterical, and they just added the segment. It's like Punk Bob, or like basically to embarrass Bob about how dumb he is.
Yeah.
So kind of like that, but it could be whatever. But like, so he asked him, he's like, "Hey Bob," he's like, "I got one for you." He's like, "Name 2 out of the first 10 presidents," and he's like, "That's horrible." He's like, "That's disrespectful. How could you say that?" And he goes, "George Washington, Abraham Lincoln." And he's like, "Abraham Lincoln was 16, Bob." And he's like, "Oh fuck." He's like, "I don't like this segment." And Mikey and Joey were like, "It's a great segment."
Dude, you're asking for the segment, but then when we troll you, it's gonna get real too fast.
Well, when it does, I'll be like, "I don't want to do that segment."
I don't want to do that. You will be Bob. You will be Bob. You know what's fucking crazy? That you actually got on the phone with a cruise line and never told us that you were booking a cruise.
No.
How that never came
Wait.
No,
It's not crazy. It's not
Let's
crazy.
contextualize this. Contextualize this for a second. Hold on.
Yes. Okay.
So-
we've been
so-
sending Michael cruises.
Yes. Well, hold on. We'll even go back. So last year we were all supposed to go on a cruise together. Michael
Yes.
had to drop out at the last minute for legitimate reason. Lily is fucking awesome. His dog
Yeah.
was sick right at the time or something.
Yep. Mhm.
So
No, it was like, she was like, she
It's
died
24
that
hours.
week.
24 within 24 hours of
Yeah.
us leaving for this cruise.
Yeah.
You
right.
were already in
So
Florida.
It was the
Yeah,
morning
or-
it was the morning we woke up for the flight. I was like,
yes.
I can't go.
yeah, you
Yeah.
never went. You didn't go to Florida. You were you never got on the flight, right?
No.
Right. Okay. So he gets a credit for that cruise. So
Mhm.
fast forward to this year, he has to use this credit before X date. And the whole plan was, hey, we'll do another cruise with you. We'll all go together. It'd be awesome. We will do that. We want to be with you. We are friends.
Yeah.
I love
We
you.
are
Right?
we are friends.
So leading up to the date that he has to book, we're sending, hey, what about this one? What about this one? I'm sending fucking, this is cool. This is cool. And then
6 itineraries.
it's all the itineraries you could think of. And then like I'm at work and I'm like, oh wait, I hope that date is it must be coming up. I haven't heard anything. Hey, let's just fucking pick this one. Let's do it. I know the date's coming up. Michael goes, I already booked the cruise.
So, in my defense,
And at no thought were you just like, hey, like this is a cruise
You didn't
that
even
I
say
go on with my
anything.
friends. You
Hold
never
on.
said anything.
You didn't even say you booked it. That's crazy. Like it's one thing to book it, and then you didn't even say anything.
dude, it like happened the day that we realized it was expiring. So like,
I
we
know,
had
no,
to
that-
book it,
that
I
makes
get
complete
that, but
sense.
then you didn't
and then we
say
booked it,
you
and
did
then
it.
I
And
got
then
distracted by whatever else was going on. Like
There it is. There it is. You
Like-
see that? You see that?
That's the God's
everyone
honest
see that?
truth. I mean, that's what happens. Like you know me, and that's very commonplace.
You
for me.
would have
I
went
get
on a
very-
cruise by yourself before telling us.
No, absolutely not. Because
You
it
would have
was
just went. You would have just went.
just
Like, and
went.
we would have never known. Oh, I got distracted for like 3 years. Sorry about that.
No.
The funniest thing about this whole thing
I
is
was
that-
obviously going to tell you guys. I just did not tell you after I booked it. That was like what?
Obviously.
It expired
Obviously,
on it expired on the 19th or whatever.
Tom
Like,
sent so many itineraries.
so I booked
This
it a
was
week. Yeah, but like a month before that. That was
no,
that
the
was
one that
not
Molly
recently.
picked was one of the ones that Tom sent. So
Yeah.
Oh, fair. Okay.
yeah. No,
But-
I'm just saying that.
But the last time
that's
the
good.
last time we talked about it as a group was like over a month ago.
Absolutely.
That's not that
100%.
long ago. First of all,
That's pretty
Hey,
long ago.
Michael. But do you not get the absurdness of it? Like, do you not get that?
I get the absurdness if you think that like we were not going to tell you, but that's not the reality though.
Well, one thing that is
How
true,
long-
that was for me that I've been on a lot of cruises. That was the fastest like cruise inception to booking because Tom booked in like 20 minutes.
I booked
and
it.
then I
in
booked
1
it.
second.
I could not believe
You like
that.
texted,
I
I
thought
already
he
booked
was-
this.
I thought he
Tom was
jo- I
booked
thought
in
he was-
20 minutes.
I thought he was joking.
I could actually connect these two things. So they're all related. So Sunday, right? Golf, booze, softball, and then after softball, I went to Bailey's. It was bad. Finally broke Jacqueline in a bad way. She was upset. It was all on me. terrible. She's like, you're a fucking Bailey. You've been gone since 6 a.m. You're still drinking. Bad, right? So fast forward to Michael says, I booked the cruise without telling you fuckers. I go, he's a piece of shit, but I will use this to my advantage and I will book a cruise without Jacqueline knowing so she'll be happy again. That's why I booked it with it.
Well, she was on the group text, so of course she knows about
she's
it.
on client meetings and then gets off client meetings, and in that time frame, the cruise was booked.
So my idiocracy helped you get out of a jam. You're welcome.
And then I had a client call later.
We
were on a call later, like shortly after that. I was like, "Guess we're going on a cruise."
Yeah. But it didn't work. She was like,
you should have told me.
Yeah, it was like even worse. It was like more poor communication. It was so
$600 without telling me.
Yeah, and then I
your wife is a real one. She just texted me, you and Danny. It did not work, by the way. Oh my God, can I marry her? So apparently Tom can also speak loudly as well.
Yeah, shit. I am a little junkies myself.
She is a real one. That I'm just gonna heart that. I'm gonna heart that.
But like,
quick.
wouldn't you think that worked? Like you fucked up for a day. You're perfect. You're perfect otherwise. You just
way better than flowers. Way better.
And then you fucking buy a cruise for someone. So like,
dude, I'm really excited that we're going on a cruise together.
I'm so excited.
Nothing catastrophic happens in any of our lives.
I'm excited that we're going on a cruise together.
Yes, Michael. Feed your dogs healthy or whatever.
No,
I will make sure everything happens. Okay. Like we gotta make all sure our families are safe because I want to go on this cruise.
All right. Yep. If anything's going on with my dogs, I'll just I don't know.
You gotta go.
I'll have a nurse.
Another funny thing that came up. I think my mom was texting you about.
Oh, this was great.
Yeah. my mom, because my mom listens to the podcast, so she was like, "I'm gonna reassure Michael about his upcoming."
Me and Linda talk now. I don't know why my search is not working.
This is a great consequence of the podcast. This is awesome. Yeah. So I'll wait for my text too.
I'll send you your number. Dude, so she's trying to comfort him about his upcoming hernia surgery because Barry had one, and she saw that Michael was really stressed about it. So she was like, "Hey, it's not that bad. Don't worry about it." And so, but also my mom also like saw on the podcast us listening to Sleep Token. So to connect with me, she's been listening to some Sleep Token, which is very cool. And her and I are talking about the new release of the song because it's a really, really good song. And then I think she thinks she's texting me and just starts texting Michael about Sleep Token.
Mm-hmm.
Because the font was small for around the name. I don't know what she said to you though.
I'm just gonna read it to you.
Okay.
Hey, Michael, it's Aunt Linda. I was listening to your podcast and have heard that you were going to have hernia surgery and just wanted to tell you that the only reason why Uncle Barry's first surgery was complicated because he waited so long. Yada, yada. I'm going to abbreviate here. I said, Oh, good morning, Linda. That was really sweet of you to reach out. I know it's a simple procedure and I'm doing it really very early compared to Uncle Barry, who waited like 15 years. But I'm still a little scared. I've never had surgery. And I also have 3 hernias and one of them small, one is normal level. She's like, they did Barry's laparoscopically, blah, blah, blah. The second one healed. All really nice stuff. She's just like being really sweet, blah, blah, blah. Wire mesh, did he do that? I don't know. Probably 3 years ago. I'm like, anyway, thank you. And then she texts me the next day. Barry says he has the thickest British accent that I've ever heard, and it comes across in his singing. Barry admires that. I like Bloodsport, but it makes me cry. I said, LOL, wait, I'm confused. The surgery gave Barry a British accent? LOL?
Yo, this is amazing. You can't write this.
She's like, I just realized I texted you by mistake. That text was meant for Daniel. We were talking about Sleep Token. I said, we talked about it on the podcast, so it wasn't that out of place. That's really funny, yada, yada, yada. But I just thought it was
so funny.
And I knew she wasn't talking about that, but I was just like,
well, she said Bloodsport.
Wow. I'm like, oh my God.
She's not saying Bloodsport in reference to your surgery.
Yeah, I'm like, the surgery gave him a British accent? What?
You're like, I kind of want to have the surgery now.
I want to have it sooner.
Oh my God.
All right, so that's a good segue into what Tom was yelling at me about on the way here.
Wait. Before that, so real quick, I thought Danny brought up Sleep Token to trick us into
showing. No, I'm not gonna, dude.
to more
You know
songs.
what's-
And I
you
got
know
so
what's you know
nervous.
what- you know what's frustrating though? The fucking
such a
that
bastard.
solo video he did has the second most views out of any of our videos.
Yes, it does. Just say whatever.
It's Sleep Token. That's all it is.
It's booming, dude. The
So,
phenomenon.
so maybe
What's
just
Tommy-
put hashtag Sleep Token on all of our videos,
We
regardless
just
of
talk about
whether.
it. It's fine.
Regardless,
I That's fair.
we'll just mention them once a video, like a sponsor.
I think the worshipers will fucking cancel us if we do that. If
Yeah, all right,
if we
well.
false flag some Sleep Token.
fuck you, worshipers.
Hey, hello.
So anyway,
What Tom called about?
well,
You said
no,
you
no,
wanted
he
to
was,
segue into what Tom?
it was talking shit, and he's got a valid point. It's like, why would you wait? But then when you hung up, me and Danny were talking. I'm not the only one that I think feels that like having to wait till noon without having to fast. When I wake up at 7 a.m. every day, sometimes earlier, like that's a long time. And like when I went into like just to get an endoscopy, I thought I was going to die. So that's
Like low blood sugar type shit.
low
like, right?
blood sugar. Like, yeah, like not okay.
Yo,
This
So
is, hold
can I
on,
give
hold on,
you-
hold on. I'm not done.
Okay.
That's part one, and then part two is that week, the week of the 12th, is also the Envoy Airlines golf outing. So I was trying to plan this where I can do everything. So if I do it right after that week, which is the 19th, that's the first surgery he does. It's that Monday. Then I have basically 5 weeks until me and Tom play.
Yeah,
And no, I don't want anybody taking my spot. I don't fuck it. Like, if you want to win, you should have never agreed to do it with me anyway.
no, Barstool.
If you want to have fun, I'm your guy.
yeah.
Well, according to, did you guys put your scores in from this weekend?
I don't know if I did yet. Actually,
I stopped asking Tom and his cousin what they were getting.
Oh,
I mean, I have a score. Like, I have a
no,
scorecard.
but I just didn't want it. Like, I just felt like
Michael did,
I felt like I was
you did,
annoying.
Michael,
I felt like I
because
was
your handicap
annoying.
changed.
I felt like I was annoying Vinny a little bit, and I didn't want to do that, so I just stopped asking.
Tom is a 12.6 and you're a 14.
I'm a 14. Solid.
Yeah.
I mean, I think we're both even worse than
Fucking
that right now,
unstarred.
but-
God damn it.
So you know what's funny,
wait, so
Tom?
Michael,
It's,
so that
it's said that I couldn't go up. I want to cut you off again. What were you gonna say?
no. So you can only go up 5 points from your low handicap, which
This
is
is what I was
what?
gonna ask. Okay, so I'll tell you what my low was right now.
And I'm sorry, I'm eating. I didn't. So real
No,
quick,
eat. Fine.
Michael, why I think that's funny, dude. I didn't eat today yet.
Why?
So I didn't eat for 24 hours or more, right? So like that's why I think it's funny that you can't go to noon. That's all.
Oh, well, I think what you just said is a ridiculous statement, especially considering
I think
that
so
you played.
too.
You
But
played.
I think 5 hours.
You played
Tom just
tennis.
probably
You played.
forgot, though. Yeah, he probably just forgot.
Yeah, but that's like, how do you forget? Like, all right, I
your low is 9.8.
all I want to. I know I don't like this.
9.8 plus 5 is 14.8. That's
So
the high.
I can go up a little bit more.
Yeah.
So Tom's
So
yours
I
low is 11.9.
So I could go higher, which I hope I do.
But
the tournament.
I mean, I want to get into the 80s just to like feel better about myself. And
I
like
had
both,
I had a $18 egg, hard boiled egg yesterday,
I didn't even know how to respond to that text message.
and it was the
Was it-
best egg I've ever had in my life. And then I
What
didn't
did they
eat
do to it?
I
for a
still
day.
don't know.
I don't know. The yolk was like gold. It was like sparkling gold.
So wait,
So-
it wasn't a chicken egg. It was like a quail egg or something, right?
No, quail eggs
No,
are
it was a
small.
chicken egg. I don't know what they. I don't know. I have no idea. So
This-
I work
this chicken
in
just
the
needs
Hudson
best
Yards.
life ever.
It was just so I got a salad and like an egg was a part of it, and it was $18, and I was like, I'm in New York City, whatever. Like, there's some of the best
Yeah.
food in the world there. I was like, whatever, fuck it. And it winded up being like so good that I like thought about it for hours, and I was texting people, no one cared. So
I don't think they didn't care because I care. I was like literally didn't
no,
know
like
how
it
to
wasn't
respond.
just you. I texted like 10 people. And no one cared.
no one.
Like,
No one said
he
anything
goes,
back.
he goes, I've had the best egg of my life today. I don't know what to say to that.
It was true.
like,
I'm like,
you-
sick,
yeah, maybe
bro.
the follow-up question: where did you?
Wait, hold on. But
Where
the
did
story
you-
gets a little bit more interesting. So it wasn't an $18 egg; it was an $18 plate with the salad.
Yes.
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 That
it-
makes
true.
way more sense. That makes
Yes.
way more sense.
But still,
So
it's
what-
like crazy. It's a crazy amount of money, I think. So,
It's fucking.
Well,
lettuce.
was there chicken on the salad?
it was tuna.
Okay, there's protein. What else is on
There's
the salad?
protein. So then you have your veggies, right? So you have your romaine, your olives, your tomatoes, and
Okay.
onions, and all that.
So it's
stuff, and
kind of
good
like a Greek salad kind of deal with an egg on it.
no feta. There's no cheese, but
No cheese. Okay. I mean,
yeah. But
Maybe just a wedge with an egg.
for a wedge salad
Yeah.
in the city with protein, I think that's probably what some would say a fair price for a salad in New York City.
Maybe.
yes, I think it's not an unexpected price, but it's still high
It's insane.
for a suburbanite. Like
It's even more insane to tell people about it and just say the egg.
Eggplant.
That's more insane.
I couldn't get over it.
That's so much more. But that's not
couldn't
what
get
you
over it.
had. You didn't.
I
have
literally told 10 people that might be a low number. No one responded. No one responded. No, not one person. Even who I
That's
thought
really
would
funny.
respond, who likes food. I thought he liked eggs. First, he doesn't tell me about the cruise, and then he doesn't respond about the egg.
What a dick.
And
I
it was a
do
rough
love-
day. It was a rough day.
I
2 for
do-
2,
I
2 for
do-
2.
I do like eggs. I just. I
So
thought
I
you were.
also play golf on Sunday.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh, oh yeah, yo. Well, yes, talk about it, but just for the record, Danny's playing better golf than me and Michael. Like it's so depressing, but I'm happy.
It's
for
my
you guys.
third round of the year.
And he
My
can't
third-
putt. And he can't putt for shit. And
No, I'm going.
Oh
No, I still can't. No, I missed like 6 really good close putts. And still shot an 88.
So no, but that just tells me that you were hitting the ball.
Dude,
great.
I don't know what it is. I was telling Michael I only had one errant shot the entire round. It could have been better had I known how to putt.
Well, whatever.
And it's
it
the
is-
far
whatever-
ones. It's not the close ones. I feel confident, like, oh, I can make this. But the far ones,
Yeah.
like the feel for far, I'm in fucking Narnia, dude.
So would you say the lessons that you have taken have helped you?
Only with hitting the ball.
That's a big part of golf. So yes.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
the whole part of golf.
No, but well, let's say it this way.
I mean-
According
I mean-
to my teacher, it's really not. Because even when he's not hitting the ball well, because he can chip and putt, he can still score, and it doesn't matter if he can hit the ball well.
Yeah,
Right,
but it's
you're
hard
still
to
to
some
hitting the ball
degree,
and
just-
you could break
Yes.
You could break 90. You could even break 85 hitting it like shit. It's very hard to break 80 hitting it like shit.
Sure.
And when your instructor says he can hit it like shit and still break 80, his hitting it like shit is like I carried it 160 when I should be carrying it 160.
Or balls going left and right, still going
a
left
little left, a little right. When me and Tom miss left and right, we're on the wrong planet.
Well, I texted you on one. I birdied one. I'm playing with these guys. They're like, "Oh, like what kind of handicap?" I was like, "I'm like a 30." I don't fucking know. I'm like a 30, and then I birdied one. They're like, "You're not a 30." And they thought
you
I
were
was like sandbagging. They thought I was
Yeah.
sandbagging. I was like, "Dude, this is not how this is gonna go today. I just want to be clear."
and then you broke 90, and no one trusts you.
Yeah, and they were like, "Yeah, you're not a 30." But I played with a father and son. The dad lives down here full time. The son's from New Jersey. I exchanged contact information with the son. Cool kid. First of all, has fucking Bryson DeChambeau's driver. He was built like a football player. This dude can crush a golf ball. The sound. He's
What
got
did they
that 6.5. They shot 80s.
So I would not say you're a 30 because you're not. And then it does that. Like say you're a 20 at the most, because even your 3 rounds, you're not a 30. You know,
No, he's got an index. It's
It says I'm 17.9.
Oh, you already
Yeah.
went down from a 22 after 1 round.
Yeah. Well, it didn't
rounds?
calculate. It didn't calculate a handicap on it with
Yeah.
just 2 rounds. It said you needed at least 54 holes.
Yes,
Yeah.
It-
So
it
that
ga-
the
it
88 brought it to a 17.9.
right. It gave you an index, so you need one more.
Yeah,
and
an
then-
index.
Yes,
Yes.
And then I don't think you have an official handicap.
Handicap.
Until
He played 20.
so it's your best 8 out of your 20 rounds, right? Is that right?
you need 20 rounds for official handicap. Yeah. Best
Okay.
eight.
And then it's your best 8 that it averages off of that.
Oh, okay. Yep. All right. Well,
Yeah.
we're playing the same course again on Friday,
Yeah.
and then I'm playing the park. Playing the park next week. But yeah, I was just hitting even 5-iron. I can hit it. It was great. I hit my rescue once. It didn't necessarily go straight, but it was still fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, the balls just went where they were supposed to go. It was great. It was fun. I had a lot of fun.
Dude.
So the part
And the
oh,
dude
go
paid
ahead.
for me. Dude, I met this guy 2 weeks ago on the range, and I show up. I'm like, "Oh, I'm gonna go pay for my round." He's like, "Oh, I got you." I'm like, "What?" like, we
Is he
don't even
gay?
know each other.
So wait, did
No.
he?
Wait.
Did he already sign the contract for the house?
Well, no. Remember, he's going to sell his house in PGA.
So he didn't sign Astor Creek yet, right?
No, he's not a member there. So he paid
So
out of his pocket for me to be there.
That's crazy. Yeah.
Yeah. And then at the turn, I was like, "You want to get some hot dogs? I'll pay the hot dogs." And he like snuck in and bought us hot dogs. Just
Really
like
really nice
such
guy.
a nice guy. And we were just chopping up. We're talking about whatever. He's 60. It's funny because like all my friends, because of recovery and like my sponsorship family,
They're
everyone's
older,
over 50. Everyone. I don't have any friends my age. It's crazy. At least here, it's weird.
I mean, we're really we're pretty good friends with a 60-year-old golfer. I mean, golfers are just different. It's like transcends. It just transcends age, and
yeah.
I
we
like
were out there just having fun. We were talking about different shit, like our professional careers and whatever. It's just a super cool dude. I liked him a lot. So I'll definitely play with him in the future. Like we can link up with him if you ever come down, Michael. Or
yeah, for
obviously
sure.
Both of you.
And I want to play that course as well. I'm
Yep.
trying to find the scorecard.
What else? I bought a 3. I didn't.
So-
But you have a 3-wood, Tom? Or you?
Mhm. Yeah,
you do have
3-wood's a
3-wood.
standard.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I hadn't had one. I bought one today.
Yeah, usually you have driver, 3-wood, and then the next one is the utility where people have different
Yep.
stuff. It's either like a
Correct.
2,
Yeah, that
3
makes sense.
iron, hybrids,
Yep.
whatever it is.
Yeah. Because I
but
had hybrids.
I was
I
gonna
didn't have
say,
that.
it would be so sick to play together and film, and like now that you're playing, it would be so sick.
Yeah. We
So
could
whenever-
caddy. We could caddy for him essentially.
That's
basically.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Did you see that new mini driver that they brought back? That R7 quad. Have you seen that?
I was wondering if you had seen that. Actually, yeah.
I'm gonna buy it and just keep it in the bag.
It just
I don't care.
it reminded me of your driver. Like
Yeah. Because I had the R9.
And I had the R5. I had the one before it. You had the one
Yeah.
after it. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm literally gonna buy it and keep it in the bag. It just is a novelty and just to see if it's fun to hit off the tee. Because I've been watching videos, people are just hitting it straight. It's like the straight club.
Everyone that hits that club says the same thing. It launches a little bit lower and has a less of a dispersion. So it's like for like tighter holes or into the wind, like it's a really good club.
Yeah.
But like the thing is, you'd have to replace your 3-wood probably would be the club you take.
Well,
out.
I'm not on tour here, but I'll put 15 clubs in the bag and no one will say anything.
No.
You said no? I'll get in trouble?
No, don't do it because it's actually you shouldn't do it. You shouldn't.
Wait, why? No, I need a reason.
You really shouldn't because it's like I don't know. It's really
Wait,
is
you should-
sacrilegious.
hold on.
And
You shouldn't buy the
Yeah.
club, or you shouldn't keep 15 in your bag.
then- No, he shouldn't put more clubs in his bag than is allowed. Like
I agree.
even when you're
then I'll
fucking
pull it.
around.
All right. Well, I have a 4 hybrid that I never hit because I have a 3 hybrid. And the 4 hybrid.
Am I
is meant
wrong,
to
Michael?
replace the
Right?
5 iron.
Like
No, you're 100% right. So what
all
you
right,
do
4
is
hybrids coming out.
But
It's
you
coming in.
But you change them for different conditions. What's your longest? What's your longest iron?
5
by the
iron.
way?
A 5 iron.
Oh, so you could have
The
The
4
driver- the
4
driver-
hybrid is meant to be equivalent of a 5 iron.
all right. So you could have a or 4 iron, depends on the loft and how far it goes. You could have driver 3-wood, 3 hybrid.
I have
And
a
then-
4 hybrid,
Right.
but
so
I'm
now
saying we could
like-
swap out that 4 hybrid and we get mini driver in the mix.
Yeah. Or you could fucking leave the 4 hybrid in, take driver out, and just
And just use the mini.
You could do whatever you
a lot of
want.
people
Like
do that.
like say I have a 3 hybrid and a 2 iron, and like sometimes I put the 2 iron in the bag, and then I'm like, you're
That's true.
Then I go,
I just-
you're a fucking idiot. I take it right back out and put the 3 hybrid back in because I can't hit it.
I want to hit the R7 quad, so I want to get it. We're gonna do it.
I kind of want one too, but I'm not buying a new golf club until I'm happy with the way I'm hitting it consistently.
Yeah,
I'm not,
YOLO,
not,
dude.
not one new golf club. I am not. I think about it and I'm like, you don't fucking deserve it. You suck.
So I got through all my notes that I wanted to talk about.
Wait, for the podcast? You mean?
Yeah.
Besides,
Well, we still have
besides
The
the
Last of
shows.
Us, right?
Should we-
Like,
Yeah.
episode 3.
Yeah, we have episode 3. Have you been watching? I know Michael texted me about Andor. Did you start, Tom, or no?
Should we see if Jackie has any notes that she wants to talk about before?
Dude, I just want to keep going on the podcast just so I don't have to
Just
go use
prolongs.
my-
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're scared.
Well, on the
you're-
flip side, we did a 90-day review, and I gave Jaxie more money today, so she should be very happy. today.
Oh. Okay, so if that and a cruise doesn't solve everything,
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know. What else do we do, guys?
Yeah.
What are we doing?
He also just called her Jaxie.
Oh
He said, "I gave Jack C more money."
I don't.
It was
slip of
funny.
the tongue.
It was fun. No, I know.
Yeah.
It was funny. It was just funny. It was like,
Let's
Jack-
gloss over
I
that.
Give Jack C.
Positive vibes.
Wait.
I was excited.
So wait,
to
are
say.
you her boss? Is that how that
Yeah.
works?
Mhm.
Oh, sick! I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Oh, very cool.
Yeah. I run the ops for the business.
And she's on the operations team.
No, she's we call her a brand strategist. She services the clients.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Yeah. She
How many people do you have on your team that report to you?
3.
That's awesome.
Yeah, there's only like 6 of us, 6 or 7 of us right now.
In the whole company?
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah,
Sick.
we're building. It's super small. We're building though. It's cool.
Love that.
Oh, dude, are we gonna play golf in Florida, or is that not part of the itinerary?
When
When are we going to Florida?
when you come to Florida?
Ooh, I
The
thought
cruise is out of Puerto Rico.
no.
Wait, what?
With your work.
Oh yeah, you're coming. Oh yeah, Tom's coming. I totally forgot about
That's
that.
what I
Yes.
just said. Yeah.
Oh, it made it seem like Michael was involved. Michael's not included in this. unless he
No,
wants
I'm
to
not
be.
inviting Michael. He didn't invite me to the cruise that we all were going to go together.
Oh, we have my partner, boss and partner is doing a retreat for us in the west coast of Florida, and me, Tom, and him are going to golf. Or he has a fourth too, but we're going to golf.
Oh,
for
we
that
are
retreat.
golfing.
We're going to golf. Yeah, bring your clubs. Yeah, we're going to golf.
When is this?
June, the middle of June.
Middle of June. Oh yeah, I won't be healed anyway. Like the first time I'm gonna like pick up a golf club is probably 2 weeks after surgery to like chip a little bit, but like
He did
Michael,
say
you're
he's going to
not
get us on
part
a
of the
private
company.
course because his friends are members over there. So we're going to get to play a
Such a
private
dick.
course.
Tom is not letting.
You're
this
not
thing
part of
go.
the company. No one invited you, and you're like, I can't.
I'm on the
Yeah,
podcast, and you're talking about it.
Wait,
And if I want to come play golf in Florida,
Yo,
I'm just gonna.
You want to come to
fucking go.
Margaritaville, dude? We're going to Margarita.
Dude,
That's where we're
that was
staying.
pretty
Margaritaville.
Sick.
Danny's like,
Just
we're
show
going
up.
for a work retreat. We're gonna play golf. Michael's like, oh man, I can't make it, dude. We're like, what?
It's so funny. Michael wants to work.
You know what?
He wants to
That's
quit
it.
his job so bad.
I'm moving back. I'm moving back to 413. I can't take this. I don't want to be in the fucking South Florida anymore.
No. That was funny. That was a funny sequence where like Danny's trying to be helpful. Right away, Michael blames Daniel.
Accuses me.
Yeah.
Changing his.
Oh, great job, dude. You must have done
and
something.
locking
I'm
him
on
out of his
413.
account. It's like,
Yeah,
Danny,
and you blocked me out of my account.
Danny,
I was like, dude,
the
Michael
cruise.
must be stressed from work or something. Like this is great.
It's this. It's going from step 1 to step 3.
What the
And
bicep?
then-
Oh,
and-
let's talk about
no.
that.
Oh,
What are you
but hold on,
showing me?
hold on, Tom. There's more to the story. Then you were trolling me while that was all going on.
He side texted
So
me.
I side text Danny. I'm like, I can't deal with. I can't deal with Tom right now and trolling me. I'm like, I'm gonna blow.
He's like, Danny. He's like, Danny. I seriously need your help. Tom is. I can't right now.
Like I've become very aware when people are trolling me ever since I learned what that is.
Yeah. Oh my god, it was
2
so
weeks ago.
funny.
Yeah.
2 weeks ago.
You know, it's important for when Michael does that. I need to not troll him because he's asking for like relief, and I need to
Yes.
show up for him. And
Yes.
that instant.
So I feel like sometimes Danny does it, and I'm like, hold on. I'm like, Michael's gonna explode. Like, we
What
can't-
happened? No. What you do is
Not
you
that
say-
instance. I'm saying in other
No, I
instances.
know. This is
Sometimes
what you do.
yeah.
You get the fire started, and then Danny comes in to keep it going, and then you're like, maybe we should chill out. But you're the one who started it.
Oh my god, that's
I'm like
so
sitting
funny,
there with
dude.
the flint. Danny's like, oh, we're doing a good job. I'm like,
He's just like, what? He's like, what?
whoa, big now.
I didn't start the fire,
Dude,
baby.
who
It was
started
always
this fire?
burning.
You did, Tom. You
Oh my
fucking
god.
did.
That reminds me,
was
remember that
always
time we
burning,
started
boy.
the fireworks in the woods behind your house and the cops showed up? We're like, we saw some kids do it. Remember that? Remember?
Yeah, we started a forest fire. See, this
You
is where I
started a
learned
forest
it. I was, like,
fire.
12
Yeah,
years
we
old.
literally
Yeah.
started a forest fire with like those snakes. Remember those? It's like the worst firework ever. It's not even like a cool firework.
I'm just
And
gonna
then the
say-
cops show up and we're like, yeah, we saw some kids fucking doing it. We showed up. We were coming out with fire extinguishers and like pails of water
I
trying to
missed,
stop.
I missed those shenanigans when I was
bad.
fucking younger.
Yeah.
An adult.
Such a
Dude, we
good-
have a lot of shenanigans.
Yeah. But Michael, that is such a good call out. That is so funny. I'm like, guys, I'm trying to cool down the temperature, baby. And Michael's like, you started the fucking. That is so funny.
Oh, the best part is like, come to the fucking balcony party. Move to 414. Like, come on, pussy. And he's like, Tom's like, I did a Reddit thing, so 414 is actually not.
He's like, listen,
He's like, we should either cancel the cruise or get on a different.
No, he was like, I'm not going to get into all the reasons why 14 is
I'm
bad.
like, thank God I held my ground. I fucking knew something was wrong about that fucking.
Oh my
I
God.
fucking knew it.
I think
Dude,
I was
look at
like,
us.
I
simple
went
phone
from
call.
saying that the virgin guy was a liar to be like, dude, he's the most trustworthy person.
You're like,
Yeah, oh,
you're like,
yeah,
we
he
should
was telling
definitely
me.
trust him. Reddit is backing up everything he said. He might even be on this thread.
I'm curious all the things of what's bad about room floor 14 now, though.
Oh, can we talk about it now that we're all
Oh,
safely
yeah.
on the 10th floor?
So, dude, the even if you're not by the pool, the deck of the cruise gets so hot that it radiates heat into your room. So your room temperature is
the
just
sun deck.
hotter. Yeah, because you're right above the top. That's number one, probably the worst. The second is at the overhang. So you're right below the top, so it overhangs. So you can't, like on deck 10, you can kind of like look straight up into the night sky or the ocean. Like you kind of have like this overhang, which sucks.
Yeah.
And then you hear, because there's chairs all over the deck, you hear them setting up the chairs at 6:30 in the morning every morning.
I mean, that part, I'll probably be up at that point anyway, but like that, none of that
6:30
sounds
in the
good. None of that
morning?
sounds.
I cruise
don't
not in.
know. I try, dude. Sleeping in is like doesn't work for me anymore.
Dude, the Virgin Cruise, dude, you fucking open the blinds to the balcony, like everything is remote controlled, bro. It's the fucking sickest shit ever, dude.
Can't wait. I'm excited that I finally get to go.
It's just like, oh, what is this tablet for? Oh, it controls everything in my fucking room. Sick. It's so cool.
I was thinking about, and thankfully Molly doesn't watch this podcast because she'll be like, why didn't we do that? I was looking at the next room up. Not the
I
Rockstar
thought that's what you
cabin.
got.
Oh no! So we were
The
going to do that
bigger.
too. The one with the bigger bathroom. It gives
The
you
bigger
30% more.
bathroom.
We were going to go rogue and do that, but we're like balcony party. Like we were literally. She's like, "Should we do it?"
I was going to do that too. I literally was going to. I was like, oh, it's like $200. I'm like, let's fucking go.
Yeah, it's
Wait,
literally. Wait, maybe we should all do
But
that.
but that's what the guy also told me. Or no,
Was
this was the original booking.
the trustworthy, the salesman /
Well,
trustworthy.
no,
guy?
the woman who put me on the 13th floor was also really trustworthy too, because when she originally booked, she's like, "Oh, it defaulted you to the 14th floor. I'm going to put you on the 13th floor." So when I sent you the 14, I actually sent you that wasn't even the cabin I was in because she moved me. But then she also told me, I'm like, "Oh, I was thinking about because we have this credit, like doing the XL." And she's like, "It's the exact same room. The bathroom is just a little bit bigger." I'm like,
It is just a
all right,
bathroom.
wow.
Okay.
I'm like,
Yeah.
fuck, so
These bathrooms, I think these bathrooms, the bathrooms were nice. I thought they were fine.
I'm fine.
It has the rainfall shower and shit.
Either we're all doing it, and I think what floor is that? Because they're probably all on one floor.
No,
right?
they're on all floors. It's at the front of the ship only.
Okay.
I think it's fine.
Central Sea Terrace is in the middle of the boat.
And that's where we should be because we can go either direction. It doesn't matter.
Yeah,
So
it's
I
fine.
like it.
Yeah.
So can I ask, like, what point, like, because I think it's funny and
Oh, I know where we're going with
but
this.
like, what point did you go like, he's trolling too much? Like, where were we?
Oh, I'll tell you exactly where we were.
Oh yeah, it's like what Danny had.
Was it right away? Like,
No, it wasn't right away.
No. All right,
And
I have to look at the
And it
time.
was hold on, but it was also kind of Okay, so booking the way we did was not planned. It was because we were going to lose the credit, and if you know anything about me, you know I don't like wasting money. So I was about to inadvertently waste $3,700 or whatever it was, like just gone. So I booked it. Me and my wife made the decision. Right, we looked at it, made it out real quick. We booked it, done. But like then we're talking about it in the chat, and it's like. Everybody coming at, and mostly Tom, but mostly Tom coming at me and saying this, that, the other thing, whatever. But then, like whatever, whoever else was saying anything, and I'm like, it's a lot of cooks in the kitchen to figure out one destination. But tell me.
fun.
So apparently I was originally booked on the 14th floor, and she moved me to the 13th because the 14th floor is right below the pool and apparently very noisy. I'm all about linking the rooms or whatever, but how do you feel about trying to be on the 13th floor? The person I just spoke to said he would not move to the 14th from the 13th. Something to think about. Yeah, Tom. Yeah, it was a non-issue. I think they're trying to sell you a bag of goods. And then Michael's like, where can you see the available cabinets? And then Tom's just like, Michael, you know the sales game, baby. They're trying to move you to the worst room to free up primo spots on 14. And you said, no, already on 13, dude. Yeah, right where they want you.
Come on, that's hilarious. Let's go.
It was funny, but like all I wanted to do before any of that was smoke a cigarette, and then like when that happened, it was supposed to be funny, and I'm just like, I'm gonna fucking kill everybody. So, dude, we played golf on Monday.
Tom's trolling is stressing me out, so I'm not going to keep texting in that chat. Are you sure the room you're in doesn't have the pool and shit directly above it?
It was right then.
I said Tom loves a good troll. Yeah, but when I get targeted like that and everyone chimes in, I start to get pissed off. And I quit smoking last night, so I'm not having it right now.
Oh, that was the day after?
You said last night or last week,
bro?
Last week.
Oh, you said last week.
Yeah.
You said last week.
No, we booked this. This was last night. So anyway, so Monday I went from step 1 to step 3.
Ooh, we
Because
skipped steps.
They didn't have it at CVS, and I'm like, step 1 is making me feel very weird. Like when I take it off and try to go to bed, I sit there like I literally just did a line of cocaine, and I'm trying to like calm myself down.
Yeah.
Like I did not get to sleep till 1 o'clock in the morning every day on step 1. It's a lot of nicotine. So like I'm going to step 2. We're sold out of step 2. Now I'm texting my mom. I'm like, hey, how many fucking step 2 did you buy from our CVS? Because they're fucking sold out. And she's like, oh, the 3. Do you want one? I'm like, no, it's fine. So I had step 3. And I'm like, it's whatever. I'm like, I was like,
you do 2 step 3s?
Wait, is she quitting too? What is the backstory
now,
there?
Yeah, me and my mom are quitting together.
Very good. Nice.
Yeah. So I was like, I was gonna just not do the patch. Like I got through a week. I'm like, maybe I don't need any patch. And Molly's like, you should definitely have a patch. Like, she's like, don't fuck this up. Molly's saying this to me. So I'm like, all right, whatever. I'll go to step 3 then. And so then a couple hours later, I'm playing golf with Anton and his friend TJ. And this TJ guy has another friend who's like a really good golfer, hits the ball like fucking amazing.
Yeah.
He hits it like a +5 and he chips like a fucking 16. Like he's unbelievable. He shot 77 and could not get the ball anywhere near the hole chipping. But like, oh, you want to play a little match, you guys, or whatever. I'm like, oh, well, I'm just trying to do this thing. Anton's like fucking lost, so like he's probably out. Like we'll play 9s, and like the way it works is it's a game for 3 people. Whoever wins, it's with strokes. Whoever wins the hole gets 5 points. Whoever's second gets 3 points. Whoever's last gets 1. First 2 holes, whatever. Like we're giving each other like 3-footers, like like a reasonable gimmick. Get to the 4th hole. I'm like pissed. They're making me keep score. I'm like, I don't know fucking. I'm like, I don't even know how to play this game. I'm like, I gotta keep score. I'm like, I'm trying to keep my stat. I'm yelling at this guy. I just met him. I'm yelling at him like this. And he's like he's a sweetheart.
Oh my God, Michael.
So he's like, I can't keep score. He's like, just give it to me. I'm like, but then I can't get my stats. I can't keep my stats if you take my scorecard. I can't do it.
You mean like your fairway and
yeah. So then we get to the 4th hole and he makes me putt a 2-footer.
Oh
then I lost it.
on somebody that you didn't
do?
On somebody I know. I made the putt. I'm like, apparently this fucking guy thinks we're on the PGA Tour all of a sudden. Like, we're giving each other 3-footers, and like now I gotta put this fucking 2-footer. So like, he actually starts laughing, and then like we're walking down the fairway together, and he's like, I like you. Thank God, because
did you say I'm normally not this insufferable?
I said I just quit smoking, and then he's like, oh, I quit 1.5 years ago. Like he's like, I started smoking a lot of weed. And I'm like I don't anymore. I had a kid, whatever. But like, so we bonded over that, and then he like accidentally hits into the group in front of us, and these guys are fucking big, and then like we were like gonna maybe do it again. And I'm like, dude, just fucking send it. And I'm like, I don't care how fucking big they are. I'll fight anybody right now. Like I do not care. Like hit into him again. We'll go. Like they say one thing, we're fucking there. And this guy's like, no, I feel bad. Like I'm not doing it. Like I would have gotten my ass kicked. These guys were all bigger than me, and there was 4 of them, and they were drunk.
Yo, who is this new Michael with no nicotine? Who is this guy?
I don't know.
It's like finding the new you after all these years of smoking
I'm
cigarettes.
still getting to know him, and he's a little scary. He's a little scary. If I'm being honest.
Dude, we can't even bring you out in public.
No, but I'm much better today. I'm trying to recreate how I was acting Monday. I don't actually feel like this right now.
Okay, good. That's good.
But
So it's going. So quitting smoking is going well.
It's going better. I'm trying to understand Tom's reaction right now. He's
Yeah, Tom's just eating some food, dude.
No, I'm eating food, but I'm still on the fact that
still the cruise.
No, hold on. I gotta bring this back up. Hold up. So Michael, who said, first of all, hold on. Hold on a second. So wait, I gotta check my matter. Okay. So we were sending Michael ITINs months before the due date. And then the excuse is
we talked about this.
well, hold on. And then the excuse is that the due date just due date's here. I gotta
That was
even
the
though we
fact,
were
but
trying to
hold on. I
prevent
already
that.
know. I already know where you're going with this. I already know where you're going with this. That's exactly what happened. But then we had to make I can't say a snap decision because it wasn't a snap decision. But we had to book it.
Right.
We had to book it.
I get that.
And it was just me and Molly booking it because it was our money, and I wanted to make sure it was happened. And she picked one. I was like, okay, it's cool, and we booked it. It was done. And
Yes,
and
I get that.
so now
And then
say what you're going to say because
didn't-
I already know. I just wanted to
didn't
defend
tell
myself before you say this.
No. Didn't say anything. Okay. Slipped my mind. Got busy, guys. Fucking can't text you for 1 second. Fine. And then when we're in the middle of the trolling thing, he goes, and by the way, this is why I did it.
That's not what I
Because
said.
too many. Yeah, basically, you're like,
No, I said that's one thing that was nice about the way we booked it is that it's just we didn't have to. It wasn't a group discussion. Like it's a lot.
Stressful?
It's a lot. I don't know. Like I don't.
I get
Yeah,
that. I
that's
get
good.
that.
It's hard for me to make decisions with that many cooks in the kitchen. Sometimes,
Yeah.
honestly, it feels like you're getting nowhere.
We
It feels
leave
like
that to KP. We leave
I
that to KP.
cannot be the only person that thinks that.
No. In hindsight, it actually worked out great,
Yeah.
right? Because like you made a call and then it worked out for everybody.
Yeah, and then I called them today, and they're like, "Yeah, we got 3 rooms next to each other. You
I-
want to have a balcony party? Fuck yeah, dude."
I couldn't believe that you guys were just like okay and like booked it like that. That was awesome.
But was
there
that a negative?
hold on? But no. That was amazing. Like there was no thought about
you're
it.
like, oh, great, you can come. Oh,
no,
cool.
stop! Now you're making me sound like a fucking asshole.
I'm just kidding. I'm kidding.
No, there was another. Hold on, but now that I'm
I
thinking
couldn't
about it,
believe you guys booked it so quickly.
It's like, wait, you're
Oh,
coming
shit.
with
Can I
wait,
say something?
wait,
There-
you're
hold on.
coming.
Wait a second.
There's another. This is because this will speak to my point about how much of a fucking space case I am, and the fact that and this is with a calendar who Tom has like made me get better at this for shit like this. What I'm about to just tell you right now. So I
Mhm.
book that cruise,
Uh-huh.
and then right after I book it, I realize that I'm essentially getting back the day before I have to go to the Stream Song Classic that me and Key decided he wants to make an annual thing.
In February,
And it's the day after we get back.
the
It's
15th.
February
It-
15th.
it's the 16th. So I have to fly in either the 15th or no, I can fly in the 16th because that's the day you get there, I think. Actually, no, I might have to.
But it's right back to back. Yeah.
It's back to back. So we didn't even know if we were going to keep it. The big thing, and I made sure of this because when I called back after I booked it, I looked at the schedule and I'm like, fuck. Like that was literally what happened.
So you
So
were.
then I
sure
called-
you keep it.
So I wasn't sure we are going to keep it. And I just remembered this part. Like that's what I'm saying. Like my brain, you're giving my brain too much credit. Like, so like I called
Yeah.
back and I'm like, if we have to cancel now because this is the day it's expiring, if I change it now, do I lose this credit? And she's like, oh no, you just needed to book by today. So
Wait, that's an interesting loophole.
Loophole.
You could keep doing that.
that's
Whoa.
that's what I'm saying. So now,
Ooh.
yeah,
Wait, are you going to cancel on us?
no,
I think so. I think that's what he's saying. That's what I heard. Wait, what's happening? No, but I got it. I think they
He's
do.
go-
They
No,
did
Tom,
that.
I think he's coming now. He's coming. He's coming on the
I
cruise.
think is he coming? I think he's going to Florida. What's happening?
Are you gonna... Yeah, is that cinnamon, bro?
Is there
I feel
is there a flav to that, or is that the?
Chris, this is the
Nice.
Oh my god!
It's flavor. Now it's flavorless.
But that's actually super good to know. The loophole. I think they did that during COVID. Like if your flight got canceled during COVID, you had to book by a certain time. But if you rebooked the flight and canceled it, it extended it or some shit like that.
But like Virgin was also really cool about it because I remember talking to Danny about this, and the way afterwards, the way I canceled it, like in the day of, like they didn't have to do anything for me.
Nope. Yeah, you didn't buy what's it called?
No insurance.
Trip
like
insurance?
I basically said like, hey, my dog is going to die, and it was true. Like, well, you know what I mean?
You
like,
need to provide a letter or
but they don't know that. They didn't ask for anything. They just give it. Now I will say
That's
one really annoying thing about how they credited us is like you can't use the credits online because they credited each of us individually because ahoy sailor, like you each have your own account, right? And that's motherfucker. I didn't book it individually. I booked one cabin for 2 people. So why wouldn't you credit it back to me that way? So I didn't have to interact with anybody if I could have used my credit. But when I went to
ahoy sailor.
yeah, right.
So good, dude.
You're your own individual sailor.
Yeah,
only one fucking sailor paid for it, but
this is so funny. This is Michael not smoking. He's like joyous things. He's turning into negative things. Ahoy sailor, like it's so fucking funny, dude. Like it's a nice welcome when you open your app. Like,
ahoy sailor. 284 days till you 284 days.
Like I'm just like I
can't book restaurants.
Like I'm not gonna be like this forever, right? Because then I don't think I can be a non-smoker. Like, I don't even want to be around me, and like I can't. I have to be.
Well, Danny, how long? What about your journey? You quit.
I'm on the lozenges.
We all ski. Yeah, but like, there's still like, can you speak to that time of maybe stress or not being pleasant?
I don't think I ever. Yeah, I don't think I ever experienced it because I just did lozenges, so I still get nicotine in my body on a regular basis.
But you also
he's getting lozenges too.
But
a very low amount.
Yeah, mine's 2 milligrams.
So the 7 milligram patch is for somebody that smokes like 5 a day.
Yeah.
Now you were on the one before where it's keeping you awake.
Like a pack a day.
Yeah. I still think this works. I have it at the point that I would have a cigarette, so it's the same for my brain, right?
Whoa.
You know what I mean?
How many
like after a meal? I have about maybe 5 of these a day.
So 5 of those bottles?
No, lozenges and the little mini ones. And I have the mini ones.
So, but you also did the vape for a long time, and you said that was
I did vape for a long
time.
That was harder to quit. The vape has more nicotine. Like Marielle, if she tried to quit, dude, it would be 10x.
I don't like that shit scares me too because you don't know all the health risk with the vape.
Sure. Well, that's actually why I quit. I could feel like my lungs getting fucked. Like enough time went by. I'm like, my lungs are fucked up.
We're gonna need to make the next podcast about The Last of Us, unless you want to like truncate it.
We can.
Wait, so what is there negatives about nicotine?
This might be our best podcast.
No, I don't think so.
This might literally be our best episode yet.
It's the smoking. I don't think there's any negative. I'm not a scientist. I don't fucking know. I don't think there's any negative implications about nicotine specifically.
But
it makes your blood pressure higher. That's for sure. Over time.
Yeah, I guess
let's look it up. Why don't you do the computer thing?
I just wonder, like, because Zins are huge, right? Zins have exploded, and a lot of people who didn't smoke do Zins, and they feel good about it. And I know like in the Rogan verse, like nicotine is cool now, and I'm like, there has to be a negative. It's better than smoking, but there's got to be like, this can't be good for you.
No, they're not good for you for sure.
Yeah,
to develop. Well, hold on. Nicotine is the substance, right? So, like, that's the carcinogen, correct? That's more.
In cigarettes, it's all the other shit.
It's all the other shit. Nicotine is not a carcinogen in and of itself.
Okay. So nicotine is not what makes quitting smoking more difficult than quitting heroin, because that's how it's compared.
Yes.
No, it is. No, nicotine is
addicting. Or nicotine.
It's the nicotine.
Right. That's
nicotine is addicting, but it's not a carcinogen. Those are two different things.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
But what you're suffering from isn't like your lack of nicotine. It is literally the hand to mouth. It's still the ritual that is fucking you up too simultaneously. So my ritual is still like the ritual still exists to some degree. Oh, hi.
Who's that, Xavier?
Who's here?
that's Amelie.
Oh, hi, Ami. I
She's
was,
Xavier.
Look at what she's like. Get me out of here.
you
These guys are
you
so
just said
cute.
hi. It sounded like a puppy hi, and I was just
Well,
looking,
it's a child.
I wasn't looking at the thing. I was just looking at what harmful effects of nicotine, but they're all like kind of they're all going to smoking, which
No. I'm
yeah,
looking at
so-
just nicotine. Altered heart rate and rhythm,
There
risk
you
of
go.
increased blood clots,
there you go.
increased blood pressure, enlarged aorta, increased risk of coronary artery disease and stroke.
Okay, so
So bad. Kind of bad. Kind
so
of
have
still
you
bad.
thought about trying to
But-
quit the lozenges or no?
Nope, because I like it.
But just to be fair, like that's everything you've liked, right?
What, the nicotine?
It's
Oh,
like you've liked it, but you still quit it. Like I give you power for quitting so many things you've liked.
oh.
What is
yeah. Well,
lozenges
I remember.
different
Oh,
than
I
everything
remember
else?
when I quit smoking when I had 6 months sober, and I was like, oh, if I can kick dope, I can stop smoking cigarettes. I
Yeah.
did go to vaping, but that was like the momentum. And then when I started feeling the effects of vaping is when I switched to lozenges. And Barry was on lozenges for years, so I was like, I can be on. I
Oh wait,
probably
he
could-
quit. He quit them. I thought he's still on.
when
that.
he got that surgery. Coming out of that his first hernia surgery, he put one in his mouth and it made him sick. And he's like, "Fuck this! I'm not doing this anymore."
Really?
Wait,
Yeah.
Michael, this might be that might
Perfect
happen.
timing.
Perfect timing.
Perfect timing.
Yeah, but
Except
I'm
for
not doing
Barstool.
it.
But yeah.
I'm
Yeah,
not.
God works in mysterious ways.
All right, hold on. So let's dive into your little mysterious phone call here, Tom. Are you actually trying to be like a nice, sensitive guy, or is there somebody else that you'd rather bring to Barstool?
No, I have nobody in mind. I was actually trying to be nice. I didn't want you to like hurt yourself.
He sounded nice. He sounded like he was being nice.
And I was drunky, so that's when I'm genuine. probably.
Oh yeah, he was like,
that's
oh, it was like a
that's
bro.
what it
Yeah,
is.
it's like a
That's
bro
what it is.
moment. It's like a bro moment. Yeah.
No, but like
Bro.
Yeah.
no, because like I'll just fucking cancel it if you like. Listen,
Oh, what?
this guy's. Hold on.
Don't go down the hole, bud.
Listen, this guy's got a medical degree, right? If he is telling me that I should be able to
Me?
swing a golf club, no, the doctor. I'm saying
Oh,
Yes. You should trust the doctor, dude.
me. He's
Dude,
saying I can swing
I
a
might.
club in 4 weeks. I'm getting almost 5. Like,
Yeah.
I want you to. That's not. I think you're reading this wrong. Like I don't
No, I'm
want
not-
you.
no,
to
I know,
hurt
I-
yourself in trying to make this thing that's you feel pressure because I'm going. I'm trying to give you an out to be nice.
no, if I feel uncomfortable about the time frame, I will just postpone the surgery. I don't think I'm
But you
making
wouldn't
it-
know if you're
No, you
healed
wouldn't
yet
know.
until you
Yeah.
have the surgery. Yeah, that's what
I-
I'm saying. Like it is possible that you have the surgery and you're not ready yet.
Yeah,
you
you wouldn't know that.
You just have to be willing to keep an open mind, Michael.
But
when the
how would
time-
that even work though? Like, how would I?
You just don't go.
No, I know, but like, can you sub somebody in? Like, we should find out what the policy is about that.
Well, that's why I'm saying should we do this before so there's no like
Pressure or
pressure to-
scrambling.
Yeah, but like if you want to roll the dice, that's fine too. I just don't know what would happen.
No. There's no doing it, but there's no. I'm not planning for this not to go well. That I'm not doing.
Okay.
If it's either I postpone the surgery, which is not out of the realm of what I've already been wanting to do. Any excuse for me to not do it is what I've been thinking
Yeah.
of. But it's like,
You gotta do it.
And then
you know.
it's tricky because bandit is so important, and
yeah. So I don't know. Maybe it's something to think
I'm just
about.
saying. So the doctor says 4 weeks. There's totally a chance that you're better before or after that, right? That's like
Yeah.
an average of recovery.
Oh, and now that you're not smoking, even better. Smoking prolongs your healing process. I don't know if you knew that.
Did
like-
not know that.
Mhm.
Yeah, if you remember, I don't know if you ever like made the correlation, but I noticed like if you ever get a scratch, like now that I don't smoke, it just heals incredibly fast.
No, but what what I know is like getting a cold or something like that. I'm like, why have I had this cold for a month? Oh, 'cause
Correct.
you smoked the whole
So,
time, you
correct,
fucking
correct.
idiot.
Well, you think about it, your body is fighting to expel things that are not supposed
Yeah.
to be in it, right?
Yeah. You know
Also,
what-
while
you know
trying to
what-
heal something.
You know what's really interesting is the fact that my lungs have hurt more the past 4 or 5 days waking up than they ever have in my entire life.
Interesting.
It's like I could feel them healing almost. Like when I wake up in
Yeah.
the morning, I'm like, like I'm like short of breath almost. It's like
Yeah.
it's like I was coating them with falseness.
Yeah. This is just the healing process, dude.
No,
He's a
but I'm saying
poet.
like
Science.
What,
That's
what,
science,
what do you
actually.
what do you expect your like? It feels like I smoked 2 packs of cigarettes the night before. That's how That's how I'm waking up,
Yeah.
and I'm smoking
guess-
0.
I guess that makes sense in a way. Yeah, like you were saying, you were band-aiding the root cause of it by
Yeah,
numbing your lungs with more smoke. Yeah.
but this is also a cool little thing I did.
Ooh,
So-
what's the 23? What's that?
So one week, 1 day,
One day.
23 hours. So almost 1 week and 2 days. My lungs are
That's
11% healed. I've saved $160. Like when there's another
That's
zero here,
motivating factor.
when there's another zero here, that will be a motivating factor. Right now, it's not.
Yeah.
But this is a cool number.
Days earned. What is that?
No, I haven't smoked 180 cigarettes in a week. That's how many cigarettes.
Oh,
That's fucking
Wow.
crazy.
Yeah, that's crazy. When you see the statistics
That's-
of like
that's
how
what it-
quickly your body heals way more faster than you think.
No, hold on. You went way too fast over that. That's what a pack a day smoker smokes.
Yeah, it's a lot of ciggies.
That's
is that what you
when
were
I-
at, Michael? That's crazy.
I was maybe smoking more than that. I've just a lot of life stuff.
All right.
stress and all this kind of stuff.
Within minutes of
Yeah,
you
yeah.
stop smoking, your heart rate and blood pressure drop. Within 12 hours, carbon monoxide levels in your blood return to normal. Within 1
Yeah.
to 3 months, lung function improves, coughing and shortness of breath decreases. Within 1 year, risk of heart attack is halved. Within 2 to 5 years, risk of various cancers, including those of the mouth, throat, and bladder, decrease
Yeah.
significantly. Within 10 to 15 years, risk of lung cancer is half of that of a smoker. And then within 20 years, risk of heart attack and stroke is similar to that of a non-smoker.
Yeah. So by the time
Wow.
I'm fucking 60,
No. But
But that's
even
the thing, that's why you do
even
it.
the 3 months. But the 3 months, lung function improves, coughing and shortness of breath decrease within 1 to 3 months. Like that's
Yeah.
nutty, you
Yeah.
know.
it is crazy.
You
So
really just got to get to 90 days, dude. That
And-
whole 90 days
Yeah.
adage thing. You know.
now, but I'm wondering how much of this is affected by not having any nicotine at all. Like because this app has that too. The first thing is your heart rate and blood pressure start to drop. 3 minutes, 20 minutes, your heart rate and blood pressure return to normal. It's exactly what you just read. It's got all these checkpoints in here. That's another part of the app. All of these, and some of them I've completed 100%.
You're saying
whatever.
all those assume that you're not having any nicotine whatsoever.
That's what I'm wondering. Like, is that?
I wouldn't
that's
even
probably-
worry about it, dude. Like,
No,
I would
no. It's
not
just
even worry.
I'm not.
I
but
know what
Like
you're- yeah.
yeah. It's just like, is that kind of what it's saying? So like, whatever. But I'm only gonna do this for until the box is empty. It's 2 weeks worth of patches, and then I'm gonna be done. So
nice. Last of Us. What do we think?
So I was very pleasantly surprised because I was concerned, as you know, like my
That the show would suck without.
my knee jerk reaction was I'm not watching the show anymore.
I hear you.
And I think a lot of people felt that way too. But obviously, I watched it and I thought it was a fucking awesome episode. Like I'm really impressed how well it kept on. Little confused about the weirdos they found in the forest.
Yeah, they're
Religious
called
cult,
the
yeah.
Seraphites. Yeah, they're called the Seraphites. Yeah,
Where did they come from? Like, what are we
It's a
supposed to?
Where do you
video game reference? We know what we're supposed to know. It's definitely a video game reference, but we'll learn more about them.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it.
Yeah, the woman they talked about like the prophet and stuff. We'll learn more about that.
Oh,
Just like
what
their
made
philosophy.
that girl throw up? Just seeing the dead people?
See the
or-
kids dead. Yeah, seeing the
kids
kids
dead,
killed. The
Now I get
kids. I think it
Yeah.
was the kids. Yeah. Oh, yeah. One. What do we think about that scene with the plea for the council?
I
that was
thought
pretty-
it was great. I mean, Ellie clearly was trying to tell
Be
them
strategic.
exactly what they wanted to hear. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But like, that's pretty good for a character like her that doesn't fucking ever think or just like
Yep.
talks.
Impulsive as fuck. Yeah.
One of the things that everybody loves about her, what I like about her.
And the cool part was the dude that called her
Yep.
a dyke. Was
Yep. Sticking up for her.
yeah.
That was
Absolutely.
fucking awesome.
Absolutely.
That was
Actually,
You know
fucking
what?
awesome.
That's pretty deep, right? So just to relate it to like the world we live in, like whether you're a liberal or conservative, you can see someone on the other end of the spectrum and hate them because of their political views, but at the same time, they could be someone who like has your back. You know,
Yep.
like,
Yeah.
and I've noticed that a lot. Like some of the best people I know are the opposite end of the political. And if you take that one thing out, they're like cool human beings, you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, but also the people that like go too far, and I've spoken to you about this, but I don't want to necessarily say this on the podcast, but like certain people close to me, like will not talk to their loved ones because of this one thing that, oh, you voted for Trump, and like that defines exactly who you are, whatever. Like, and I use examples like my fucking dad is like basically QAnon, like, you know what I mean? like literally.
Yeah.
I have plenty of other things to fight with him about. We don't have to talk to politics.
You don't even have to get there. Yeah.
But like, I still love my dad. We still talk. You know what I mean? Like, you don't have to. It's not the basis for your entire fucking relationship, man. Like,
Just or like, it's just the complexity of a human being. So that guy, maybe he is homophobic, and at the same time, he can be a good person elsewhere. Which is like
he believes in justice and righteousness,
right? And that's
the bond.
That's a harder thing to wrap your head around than this person's evil and this person's good, and it's where humans struggle.
Correct.
With, like,
Correct.
There's complexity in people. You know?
Yeah, no one is just black and white, unless arguably they're psychopathic or sociopathic. Can they be?
Right. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
The spectrum, unless they're on the
correct.
Yeah.
No one is just one. Correct. No one is one thing.
Yeah,
that's what I think. That dude, that's such a good point. I think that's what TV shows, because I can be impulsive to judge. Like if somebody does something I don't like fuck them, like they're a piece of shit or whatever. Like I can easily be like that. You know what I mean? And then I think TV and film does a really good job of just like level setting that there's layers.
So, you know, to my point last week, it was like, what can zombie shows do? Like, it doesn't even have to do with zombies. They could just show a human moment like that.
Yes.
There's nothing to do with zombies. Like take our friend Michael. He books a cruise without telling us. That's a shitty thing to do, but he's a good person.
And there's layers.
There's layers.
There's layers to him. Yes. What a good callback. You know.
He's a good person. I don't know. Maybe.
No, it's so funny because oh man, I this is like a good time to insert this for me, but like. I'm so in most of the way I approach things and problems, it's very, very black and white. Like I'm very black and white. And that's been part of ingrained in me as like recovery. Like things are very, I don't know, things are very black and white to some degree. And it's from TV and film that helped me to really separate that life isn't just live in the black and white. Right. Yeah. And it like helps me to understand that better and explore those types of emotions because I'm black and white and I don't like to naturally explore them. Like I use film to do that for myself, to like, really enhance my human experience.
That's what art should be. And I don't know if Sleep Token hits it at all, but you could find it.
Absolutely.
But like, you know what? That's funny that you say that because Vinny does that. Our friend.
Yep.
I think he struggled with his own. I think everyone's struggled with their own addictions in certain ways, but I noticed he like, and he said this openly too. He like demonizes food to a certain extent. So he doesn't even go there. Right. He's just super healthy.
Yep.
And I don't know if that's like a consequence of like trying to abstain from something where you have to make it black and white just so you don't even fucking go there, you know. But then, I don't know.
I'm hoping
because it's just like, well, it's just that adage we have. It's like an AA thing: one is too many, and 1,000 is never enough. Like there is no just one, right? If I'm trying to make the connection to that, like at least, I mean, if you suffer from addiction, there is no middle ground, right? Like there is no middle ground.
That's how I'm trying. That's how I'm trying to treat it with cigarettes. Like I'm basically like,
there is no middle ground.
Like I'm in NA, even though I'm not in NA. And maybe I will go to a meeting with my wife at some point. But like I'm treating it like that, as in like I don't want to ever pick one up again. Like if I got to 8 days or 9 days, like I don't ever want to have a cigarette again.
Right. Yeah. Right. So to that point, like it must be difficult to be that black and white in a certain aspect of your life, and then still, like you're saying, Danny, not be that black and white
in other areas,
human relationships or whatever.
Yeah, it's almost like I'm hard coded that way at this point. Like if my life before was one way and my life is different now, it's just more black and white now. So like again, I TV and films just help me explore those things in more depth that I normally wouldn't explore.
Yeah. So was Ellie viewed as not a strategist, long-term planner before?
No,
she's just reactive. She's just
reactive. Like, she says however she feels, like without thinking. It's one of the she talks first and she acts first and talks.
Right, like when they decide to go, even in episode 1, they decide to go into that supermarket. Like they're just like, the plan was just to recon and go back, and they're like, yeah, cool. Like, and so then Dina change. Huh?
That's a significant change from her as a consequence of Joel. Like she's now thinking 5 steps ahead, perhaps.
No, it had nothing to do with Joel. She was gonna go in there and fucking be upset and complain. It had to do with what's his name said to her. Who's on the council now? The Asian guy. What's his name?
I don't remember. Curtis?
Yeah. So no, he's not Curtis. The young Asian guy that dates Dina.
Rick? I don't know.
It just doesn't sound like a Curtis. Is it Curtis?
I did. It might be Curtis.
Thank God I didn't say what's in my head.
His name is Jesse.
Okay.
Okay. So Ping is telling.
We went there. We just said that wasn't going to happen.
Tom said he wasn't going to go there. I'm like, I've fucking been there. So what's another one? Who cares?
Picking it up on this, dude. Okay.
So Jesse says to Ellie, he's like, write some stuff down because, like, if you go in there the way you are right now, they're just going to hear anger, and people don't vote for anger.
No, but she was doing that before. She was doing that in the hospital. She was already playing the long game. She was lying to the therapist. She knew she had to do step 1 through 10 to get to 12,
Correct.
Yeah.
And the therapist knew. And
But
she
her-
literally
yeah,
called her a
her-
liar when her and Tommy are sitting on the baseball field. She was like, there's a difference between someone who lies and a liar, and that one's a liar.
That
Like,
was a good quote.
dialogue. Yeah.
That was
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
But just to say, like, would Ellie pre-Joel dying be aware
this
enough
impulsive?
in the hospital to lie, or would she just be like, Joel, get me out of here, let me get revenge? Like, I don't know if it's a character shift.
I understand. I understand
mean?
your meaning. Yep, I understand what you mean.
I don't know.
Well, maybe I guess cause and effects makes her realize that you got to finagle, I guess, a little bit. But the crazy thing is that Dina is slightly impulsive too, but like Dina now, the implication now is like Dina just has to follow her into the fire, right? Like, and now just Dina's following her into the fire. Like the foreshadowing of them, like, oh, I'm going to go after this Western Liberation Front, and then you cut to at the end, like the closing scene, and you think it's just like a couple of them, and it's a fucking squadron.
So that was crazy. So the wolves that the people were a part of
is actually a big organization. Huge.
Yeah.
And they have a city.
But this
the guy with binoculars looking from a skyscraper.
This is what I don't get. Weren't they the Fireflies though?
Yes, they were Fireflies, but they were always part of the Western Liberation Front. It's like the Fireflies was a big thing, and then there's just these different factions in different cities, and they were part of
The
that faction.
Fireflies are part of the Western Liberation Front.
No,
sure?
I think the Fireflies are a subsect of different QZs, like people, like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
okay.
Remember, like, even in the Boston QZ, the Fireflies were just this small little group that was living in the QZ.
But so was Abby and her crew Fireflies, but also part of the Western Liberation Front?
Correct. Yes. And all they know is that they're part of the Western Liberation Front. But now these 5 people are actually part of en masse this fucking company, battalion, whatever you want, whatever you want to call it.
They have the potential to start a war now.
Yeah, but now they have to, like, it's fun. It's almost like the opposite of what happened with Joel. Joel stumbled into Abby just by saving her, but now they have to go in there and find who Abby is. Like, how are they going to find,
Yeah.
Well,
right. And it's not even like equal footing. Like, it's not, I don't even think it's a war. Like, they're tiny and the wolves are huge. Like, it'll be more of like covert an operation or something, right?
Yeah,
which is literally the opposite of how they operate, right? Like, they're impulsively just took supply. I don't know, like, what.
Well, no,
in your right mind, if there were zombies out there, you'd go with 2 people. Like, even if you were my best friend, be like, yo, you want to go out there? I'd be like, nah, dude, not gonna do it.
Right.
No.
Right.
But they also like kind of know where they are, right? Like where the zombies are and stuff like that.
But they're in Wyoming. They have to get to fucking Seattle, brother.
Yeah.
So they did that, right? They got to Seattle.
No, they're on that trail. I don't know where. Well, I don't know. They're on that trail where all those people got massacred.
No, didn't they see, like, at the end of the episode, isn't Ellie in Seattle? They look at the buildings. That's the thing.
Yeah.
Did they? Oh,
Yeah.
maybe they did.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
was that like months?
That was weird.
Like,
yeah, that was like a
That's
little
like-
Game
yeah.
of Thrones, right? Where they started like traveling long distances and not really.
yeah, taking liberties like that. Yeah, that's not cool. Because you would think that they would bump into some infected along the way.
Oh, dude, I'm like, what?
Yeah, like what is fucking
on a map? How far is Wyoming from Seattle?
What's the name of that town? You said it's Jackson Hole.
It seemed like they left their camp, stumbled upon the religious people, and then were in Seattle.
And then Seattle.
Yeah.
Fucking 870 miles.
Do it by walking. How long would that take?
Oh,
right. We could do that.
Walking 316 hours. That's over 10 days. That's
Okay.
almost.
All right,
That's
so it's not
continuous.
crazy. It's not out of the realm of possibility.
Yeah, maybe it's a
Yeah, but they had
few
one
weeks.
scene in a tent.
Yeah, it is
One
weird.
night. We had
How-
one night at a fucking,
Were
Like,
there,
it's
Yeah.
great.
were there any
Did
other
they-
scenes in the tents that they didn't show?
Yeah, did they bang? Right?
No. She asked her about the kiss. Like,
Damn,
how'd you rate the
no,
kiss?
so-
They're definitely gonna bang. In the show, they bang, and I know this because YouTube sucks, and like I can't even say The Last of Us now without I go into YouTube and there's a suggestion about, oh, this is what happens in the game, and it's like the final showdown with Abby and
What are you
Elle.
doing, dude?
That's what I'm saying. I had to fucking
You don't
unfollow.
have to tell us though. You
Yeah,
can keep
it
it in your
happened.
little
Look,
head.
hold on. This is a complaint. This is not a spoiler. I fucking
You see what I mean? How he doesn't
Not
get.
mutually exclusive.
He doesn't get it.
I
He doesn't get it.
unfollow the thing because I can't even talk around my phone anymore, and it's trolling. My phone's trolling me.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's trying to
You should
ruin
rename Siri
so-and-so.
Tom. You should rename Siri Tom and see how that goes.
What's about the Siri suggestions? Like I keep getting like it's suggesting my alarm for me. Like
I
I'll
don't
tell
know
you,
what you're-
I'll like it will pop up here, like just like my alarm and like Siri suggestion alarm for 30 seconds. Oh, timer.
You know what my car does though? When I get into the car, it like
Yeah.
tells me where I want to go,
Yeah.
or like
Yeah.
Based on
my
the time
ritual.
of day.
Based on
and
the time of day, it's
night.
like, oh, when I go hit balls, it's like, oh, we're going to the
Yeah.
golf course.
Yeah.
When I go to like my meetings on Friday, it knows I'm going to like the
Yeah.
church
And you're a
Okay.
creature of habit. It probably got you down to a
to a
fuck-
T.
Yeah.
To a T. Yeah.
So yeah, that was interesting. And then so the wolves being a huge fucking thing, them traveling was kind of weird. Yeah, I mean it was a good. I was thinking about this. It's always hard to follow up an epic episode because they
Yes.
don't have the budget and you can't really do back to back. And
Yep.
I was like, when I was watching it, I was like, oh, this episode's gonna suck.
It's gonna. You mean like the come down, basically? We need a
Yeah.
come down.
But it was
But,
okay.
I didn't think it sucked. I thought it was pretty good. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
that was good.
It wasn't terrible. It wasn't like
How would you have voted?
To not go, it doesn't make any sense
doesn't
to
make
go.
sense.
Doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, so you would have said, "Don't send 16 people of our people right after we were breached
Yeah.
to go."
Sorry, Ellie. I understand, and we all love Joel, but like, you can't lose anybody else.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah,
Yeah.
I agree.
I would have made the argument that we can't lose you, Ellie. Like we can't have you go. Like,
Yeah,
like,
maybe just
like,
her.
you're too valuable. Like she's fucking badass. Like can't.
Yeah, but then at the same time, no one knows that she's immune except for Tommy.
That's not what I'm saying. She's fucking badass. Like she's fucking.
Sure, you mean like
she's-
it's a foot soldier? Yeah, or
yeah,
whatever.
she's boxing guys 3 times her size. And
Well, I don't
Yeah,
get that. I don't fucking get that. So both the women in the show are like so small and like not muscle defined at all. Like why do shows do that? Like even like Gal Gadot being Wonder Woman, like it doesn't make any sense. If you saw this woman in the street, she's what 5 foot.
Yeah,
what is
Well,
happening?
because Ellie wants to be a foot soldier. Like she wants to do that.
No.
Like, she wants to.
No,
like,
he's saying,
know how to
why is
fight.
the show taking such liberty on somebody that's so small? I think you're saying like it's
Like,
not
she would be
believable.
no threat in the real world. She would be no threat.
Yeah,
Especially boxing. Are you kidding me? Like,
Yeah,
what are
yeah.
you talking about?
yeah.
Like there's real
King
women
would
that are
fucking knock her
good.
out.
Yeah,
Michael.
dude.
Yeah, I mean, she's a threat with a gun though, and a knife.
Yes.
Oh,
Just
sure. Yeah,
told
yeah,
her,
yeah.
like,
That I get.
So the
That I
box, so the hand-to-hand combat shit is like if her knife gets knocked away or her gun gets knocked
Yeah,
away.
yeah.
Like you
Yeah,
need
no,
to-
I know why, but she would get rocked, bro. Like, what are we talking about? Like, it's so. I don't know why Hollywood does
One-
this all the time. It's so
I
weird.
think Bella Ramsey's a fantastic actress. I still think she's a bad cast for this character.
for
Because
Ellie.
you've never seen the character before, but it's not anything. Doesn't
Can you
look
show a
anything like-
picture of that?
Yeah.
Just don't let me see any.
We get it.
Yeah.
We get it. Michael.
I'm not going to say it again.
But I don't even know if the video game does this, but they do it everywhere. It's like, how can they not cast like a woman, big? You're scared of her because they exist. Like it's weird to pretend they don't exist.
What do you think?
I mean, I don't know.
No,
That looks like
I
the other girl, actually,
I don't
right?
think it's terrible.
Yeah, yeah. Like if anything, Abby looks like Ellie.
Yeah, but still, that's like a little girl too.
No, they made Abby look like Abby in the game. Abby
You think?
Abby looks like the character. Yeah.
Yeah, I just think this is such like a stretch, and it's hard to get over, especially if like you've seen the game. Like this Ellie character's in great. The visuals of what she looks. I don't know. This is a stretch to me.
Yeah, but you don't even fucking play the game. So how is it something to get over?
But I've seen a lot of. Okay, bro.
Get over the fact that you're not over it.
Listen, I don't know if that's you or the nicotine talking, but
We're both.
So this might be the best podcast we've had.
Yeah, I think Tom has to have a couple whiskeys before every podcast. 'cause
no,
he's
that's how
on.
addiction starts. Okay, when you have to do things before other things, that's not good.
Hold on. Before we rule it out, let's talk it through, guys.
He came in hot. He came in hot, and he didn't stop firing. That's what he said. Tom didn't need you today. He didn't need you to keep the fire going. He kept it going by himself, baby.
Oh man, did you watch any Andor?
So I watched 15 minutes of it. It's bad. But so I want to watch it.
Okay,
I only watched 15 minutes.
Danny thinks it's good. The third episode was very good. You're
Okay.
right.
Yeah, then they just dropped 3 more. So I just
Oh
watched
yeah.
I watched all 3 of those today.
I know. He texted me that at like 10 o'clock at night last night. I'm like, I'm going to bed.
Oh, they dropped it
yeah.
last night. Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
they drop on Tuesday. I thought they were gonna do one after
Oh.
another.
Oh, guys, you got to watch Sinners. You got to see the movie Sinners.
Dude.
I heard that was.
So, I haven't
dude,
seen it.
everyone's talking about
It
it.
is the talk of the town. We got
is
to
the
watch
talk of the
this
town.
as like
The
and
Ryan
talk about it here.
Coogler, dude. The Ryan
Yeah,
Coogler drop.
We got to do that and like
Yes,
dedicated
absolutely.
episode. Like go
Yes.
see it before next week.
Yep.
What
It's like
another
about
thing?
that.
No, because I'm going to do that. No, but I was just wondering, like, Mike Moore and I forget who else he did the podcast with, but it was called the Commentary. Did you ever hear about this?
No.
Commentary. I think what they did was like they did like a live stream of them watching something and like reacting to it like live or something.
Yeah.
That's cool.
I think that's what we could do that at some point for something. It doesn't have to be a 2-hour movie.
I
I'm
wonder
just saying.
we should do that for something like
It has
maybe
to be
like a
short.
comedy or like something we don't have to like it would be hard to like watch.
No, we could try it for an episode for something shorter, but we have to figure the audio thing out, like because it was not.
Oh,
good.
I know. I was checking that today, dude. I thought
It was
like,
much
yeah,
better. It was better in your solo video that you went rogue on and decided to.
Yeah, because I filmed that with OBS. And
Oh
not,
yeah, so is our
It's
channel Danny's
Oh, listen.
reaction video? What is happening?
The album comes out next Friday. I'm definitely doing a whole hour.
He's like, listen, it is.
Listen.
No,
I can't help
if
it.
you're,
I
if you're
can't
gonna do an hour podcast on it, you just create another channel, bud.
No, not a podcast.
Fucking
It's
great.
just one video that's going to be at least an hour long.
You already got your one rogue video. We're
No,
gonna
there's 2. That's 2. I did Caramel and Damocles.
Oh no.
Wait,
the whole
you did
album.
a second one?
Yeah, Damocles came out last Friday, dude. It's fucking sick.
Oh my god, we're gonna have to split up.
Oh man. Anyway, the story of Damocles is really cool. But yeah, anyway, no, I'm just gonna do it. I got one more, dude. They got one album. I think they're gonna be done forever. I really do. The way this is how the songs are going, I think he's done. I don't know.
I only see one. No, that's the only one you've done by yourself. Just that one.
Caramel and Damocles. I've done 2.
Oh, I didn't even realize caramel.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Tom, listen to but you
Dude,
missed
that-
you missed the plot, dude. You missed it. You had to keep going anyway.
Dude, that one has 122 views here. Fucking your caramel live reaction video has 120 views.
Wait, what's my Damocles have?
They're like a third. It's 40.
Well, it just came out. I just put it out. On
I know. I
Friday.
can't believe you have 120. Not even our sleep token. Not
Pod?
even the pod. It's 40 views. What did you
Listen,
talk
man.
about in this
Dude.
caramel video?
I was just worshiping, dude. I
He's
don't
like,
know.
dude. So, like, what I think Vessel's trying to say. Well, he's on a vessel himself. Where's the vessel going? That's the real question.
Wait, why don't you watch it and see?
Anyway, I'm gonna go worship. I'll be back. See you later.
Yeah, that's crazy, man.
It's funny because you don't even talk like that.
I know. Not at all.
That was a good impression. Fuck you, though.
That's,
That was
my,
awesome.
that's just my
Listen, I
impression
got
of
one
it.
more in me. The album comes out next Friday. I'm playing golf in the morning. I'm going to cancel all my meetings. I'm going to listen to that album and live react to it. And then I'm going to post it. And that's it.
Can you tell us what time we're doing it and send us a StreamYard in case we want to crash it?
No.
He can't do it. It'll be too hard. That would
No,
be too hard.
Because back to how we even got on this. I thought maybe I had to up my StreamYard subscription to make that audio better for when I'm like sharing video, but it's just the way it is. I
So
don't
wait,
know why.
what do you mean you use OBS and why can't we do that?
OBS is a local on my desktop and so it's just capturing my desktop audio. I'm not streaming it anywhere.
So I know how to do it.
Oh, you do
Okay.
know how to do it?
Yeah, so you
audio
output,
for this? Yep.
yeah,
okay.
so you output the audio to a mixer or an interface from your
Yep.
computer,
Yep.
and then the microphone input to that same mixer interface, and then that interface is one line into the computer, right? So you're doing the mixing on the interface,
Oh,
and then they come into the StreamYard as one audio source and nice.
one
and-
audio source. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you can do that for the next time we share something, just to make sure the audio is good. And
I don't know if you have the
I have
wires
a
and equipment. but
channel.
you
I
know.
do have a second channel on my interface.
You don't or do?
I do.
Oh, then you could do it. Yeah.
So I need to. What do I need to get to my interface? I need
You
something.
need an output from your computer, which is usually the headphone jack, the auxiliary to whatever your interface has, usually an XLR or another auxiliary cord.
So I need a splitter because these are also 3.5 millimeter. So I got to split them, right?
Yeah, or get Bluetooth headphones. Yep.
Yep. Okay. All right. So I'll split. These are open back. I like these. I'll split. So I'll go 3.5 to quarter, eighth inch, or whatever that is, quarter inch into the interface.
Yep.
Sure. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
I can do that.
All right, boys.
Episode 8.
Episode 8.
Best pod ever.
Yeah.
Best spot ever. Says who?
I think the masses.
Yes.
I love that.